Portugal is a little country with a big punch. This little nation provides an amazingly broad choice of visitor attractions, from modern capitals to out-of-the-way towns and villages, as well as bustling beach resorts and stunning national parks. In today's video, we are going to explore the top 10 best places to visit in Portugal. But before we get started, subscribe to our video and turn on notifications. Number 10. Elvas. The defensive fortifications that encircle Elvas are among Europe's best preserved examples of military architecture, with hefty, star-shaped walls. In reality, UNESCO has designated Elvas as a World Heritage Site for its mid-17th century defenses, which are located on a hilltop in the Alentejo, 15 kilometers from the Spanish border. The journey east is long, but those who make the effort will be rewarded with an imposing circuit of walls, deep moats, and star-shaped ramparts within the impenetrable ring, a maze of steep cobblestone lanes leading to a variety of worthwhile visitor attractions, including the Igreja de Nossa Senhora de Consolação, whose unassuming exterior conceals a magnificently glistening interior. Number 9. The Parque Natural da Serra da Estrela. The highest peaks on mainland Portugal, the Serra da Estrela, are known as the Star Mountains with good cause. The range, or more accurately the plateau, is a remarkable natural feature in central Portugal, rising to 1,993 meters above sea level at its highest point. In the winter, when opportunistic skiers take advantage of Europe's shortest ski season, it is frequently snow-capped. The granite escarpments and glacier-carved valleys, on the other hand, are typical hiking territory, with a network of signposted long-distance pathways and tracks crisscrossing the landscape. Number 8. Coimbra. Coimbra's medieval hilltop university is one of many reasons to visit this revered Portuguese city. However, the abundance of other visitor attractions, many of which are concentrated around the Velha Universidade, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, warrants a full day of visiting. The beautiful Biblioteca Joanina, a Baroque jewel of gilded and marbled wood and frescoed ceilings, is unquestionably the highlight of a visit to the ancient university site. Climb to the top of the 18th century clock tower for a breathtaking view of the entire neighborhood. The majestic late 12th century Savelha should be included in your exploration. Number 7. Parque Natural da Ria Formosa. The Parque Natural da Ria Formosa is one of the Algarve's natural beauties, and it is well-deserved famed for its beautiful shoreline. A 60-kilometer length of marshland, salt pans, shallow water lagoons, and sand dune islands runs from Quinta do Lago east via Faro to Sacela Vela. In this protected marine ecosystem, the park is crisscrossed by a number of nature pathways, with access to some of the animals associated with this part of Portugal, making it a home for an abundance of flora and wildlife. Bird watchers can see rare purple gallinules from observation hides erected on the lakes, and flocks of larger flamingos can be seen on the mud flaps. Number 6. Tavira. Tavira, dubbed the most enchanting town in the Algarve by various guidebooks, does certainly check all the picturesque boxes. With a Roman footbridge connecting one side to the other, the Rio Gilo smiles through this charmingly laid-back town. The waterfront is a great place to wander before and after exploring the rest of Tavira's historic sites. Views of the ancient town and the neighboring shores may be had from the castle walls. The Igreja de Santa do Castelo, a beautiful chapel where heroic knights are entombed, is well worth a visit. The Nucleo Islamico, a remarkable museum, is also located in the town. A unique 11th century figurative vase is one of the highlights. Number 5. Óbidos. What does a king offer his bride to be as a wedding gift? It was the achingly gorgeous village of Óbidos for the lucky queens of Portugal, a tradition that lasted hundreds of years. It's now open to the general public, and it's well worth the hour's trip north of Lisbon to get there. Óbidos is a dream come true for artists. A series of tiny cobblestone alleys are entirely encircled by solid medieval walls, which house a variety of whitewashed homes, cafes, and artisan shops. There's also the Igreja de Santa Maria, which has a beautiful interior of 17th century azulejos in blue and white. Number 4. Évora. Deep in the heart of Alentejo is Évora, one of the most beguiling destinations in Portugal, renowned for its amazing ensemble of well-preserved monuments. Évora deserves close and unhurried scrutiny. Its medieval walls enclose centuries of history, a timeline illustrated by the impressive Templo Romano, which dates from around the 2nd century, the brooding but compelling 12th century Sé Cathedral, and the Igreja de São Francisco, with its lugubrious Capella dos Ossos, completed in the mid-1550s. The historical significance of Évora and the unspoiled condition of its architectural treasures has won it coveted UNESCO World Heritage Site status. Number 3. Porto. Porto, Portugal's second city, rewards tourists with a radically different experience than the capital, thanks to its sturdy granite architecture and commercial orientation. Porto is a location equipped with Baroque churches and neoclassical structures that stand among the greatest specimens of their kind in the country. It is located at the mouth of the river Douro and graced with the shoreline in Ribeira, which has been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The needle-like Torre dos Clérigos and the majestic Sé, the city's cathedral, are particularly noteworthy. Number 2. Sintra. Sintra is one of Portugal's crown jewels when it comes to tourist attractions. This fascinating and intriguing town, which has been designated by UNESCO for its exceptional cultural landscape, is well worth taking a whole day to explore. It's one of Lisbon's most popular day outings. The town is dominated by the iconic Palácio Nacional, with its trademark twin chimneys rising above a lovely plaza lined with buildings painted in a color of pastel pink and ochre of flashes of yellow, clustered under the lip of the forested Serra de Sintra hills. The historic Castelo dos Moros, which seemed to have been hewn out of the granite cliff it runs along, looks down over the beautiful postcard environment. The enchanting Palácio da Pena, perched atop the tallest hill, served as a summer getaway for the Portuguese royal family in the 19th century. Number 1. Lisbon. Lisbon, Portugal's capital, is one of Europe's most appealing cities. This busy Atlantic port, located on the banks of the river Tagus, is surrounded by a series of hills that enhance its spectacular waterfront site. Exploring the city's historic heart is a voyage into the interesting history, as evidenced by popular tourist sites such as the imposing Castelo de Estrela and Alfama, Lisbon's oldest neighborhood. The cultural experience is enhanced by a collection of world-class museums. To the east, away from the city center, the modernism of Parque das Nações and its crowd-drawing attractions, such as the bright Oceanário, may be marveled at, the beautiful Mosteiro dos Jerónimos, and the whimsical Torre de Belém, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites, reflect Portugal's golden age of discovery over to the west in Belém. Just spend some time traveling the country of Portugal and you'll be enamored by the color, flavor, and warmth of its character. Give a like to this video and let us know in the comments which place you found the most interesting. Press the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and stay tuned for our next video.